Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Don't Be Fluke with Coach Jones. Haven't seen you all in about 2 weeks. And the first week it was my birthday, so I took time off. And last week I just really didn't have anything to give. And I'm learning that unless I'm led to speak, to be quiet and to say nothing at all. With that being said, we on live today, so I must have something to say. This morning I was sitting, and I talk often about creating your ideal life and your ideal day and your freedom, what that means to you. And even though it's a mantra that I believe and I try to live it, I struggle with it myself because fear takes over. So this morning I said, you know what, let me get up, let me journal. I hadn't been in my journals. And this is a season of transition, not just for me, but for a lot of us. You'll see that more opportunities are coming in front of you. I have 4 different doors I could walk through right now. And in that, we have to be able to be quiet, still, and really connect with ourselves to find our answer. So this morning I got up, made my coffee, went and sat out back, drank my coffee with my journal. And as I was journaling, it was kind of hard to get the information out, right? I write a sentence and then I don't know what else to say. So in the midst of doing that, I'm sitting there and I'm on my phone and I get a journal prompt that asked me, the question today was, what legacy do you want to leave behind? So I started writing on what I wanted my legacy to be, but again, I got to a still place. I didn't know what else to say, right? So I get back on Instagram, as most of us do, and I started scrolling. I got to one of them shade rooms, right? I don't know, something shade. I can't remember exactly which one, so don't quote me. But today is Sierra and Future. They had a child together. Today is that child's 8th birthday. So whatever shade room thing I was in, posted Sierra's video and her words to her son. The very next picture was Russell Wilson and his words to his stepson or his son. The third one was Future and Future's 4 words to his son. And the way that the post was put out there was definitely to incite conversation, to incite drama, to, controversy, right? The shade, somebody's shade. So, shade is definitely controversial. But in that, I read what Russell Wilson said to him, and in him talking to his 8-year-old son, he said, I appreciate most of all the fact that you embody the fruits of the Spirit of Christ. And he quoted Galatians 5:22. So I read through the comments, got a little bit of my gossip, a little bit of my tea or whatever, and then I was like, you know what? Even though I grew up in this Christian household and I went to the Baptist school and I had to go to Bible class, shout out to Mr. Payne, I didn't really remember what the fruits of the Spirit were. So I decided to get on my Bible app and pull up Galatians 5:22. But from there, I need background story. If you've ever listened to me before, I got to research it. I have to understand why things are the way they are. I probably should have been an engineer. But in reading, within the first 4 verses of the chapter, Paul says these are the instructions to obtain freedom. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, the one thing that I know I want everybody to have is freedom. I've been searching for this for the last few years and had no clue that the answers were right in the Bible. So I continue to read. And in short, it talks about living under the law, right? And how you can't live under the law and be a follower of God at the same time, because to follow God means you have to have the ultimate faith. Somewhere else in the Bible it says you gotta have the faith of a mustard seed. You can't live in this world that makes you subscribe to a fearful life, right? Keeping certain jobs, doing certain things out of fear of lack and things like that, and then still have faith. They just don't exist at the same time. So it goes through all of those things. It tells you not to, give vengeance. Those people that do you wrong, that don't pay you what you're worth. Those people that sabotage you or talk bad about you at work or do certain things to try to hinder your progress. That the same things that they're doing to you will be done unto them, and you don't even have to fight that battle. So all of everything up until I got to finally the 22nd one, which Russell had quoted, it was all resonating. But the part that was the aha moment for me is when I read the list of the fruits of the Spirit, and they're love, joy, peace, forbearance or patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. If that's what it takes to be free, I realized in that moment I'm halfway there. Because I'm not doing anything unless it brings me peace, right? My grandfather taught me that at a very early age. Sometimes your peace costs. So figure out how to make the money so you can buy your peace. Kindness. I believe in just being nice to people, right? Love. I have a video on here where I say how much better the world would be if we just love. And for me, in reading this, it just gave me a peace beyond understanding. I know what I want for me in my heart, but the fears that come along with surviving in our society or in this world, or I was having lunch with my cousin today and she said, even though she has her own business, sometimes she just wants to tell people that she has a job. And it's like, but you're the entrepreneur, man. Like, why do you want to tell people you have a job? But it's the stigmas and the ideas that the world puts in our head that we feel like we have to subscribe to. And in me searching and researching all these different religions and my chakras and spirituality and Hinduism and all of those things, the one thing that resonates, the vibes or the instructions that resonate between all of those different religions and ways of life are definitely love and peace and kindness and goodness and just being a good person. And if I would have known that just being a good person would lead me to my freedom, that would give me the faith, right? Being a good person will lead to the faith that I need to succeed in this world. It wouldn't be a question. So I don't know which one of y'all need to hear this. Please go read Galatians chapter 5, the whole thing. Don't just read the 22nd and list it. Like, understand the context and what it said. It changed me instantly. The fears that I went to sleep with, I woke up without any of them. Like, they just don't live here anymore. And that's not to say that they won't come back. It's hard to be different. It's hard to go in the opposite direction of everyone else. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone is going to tell you their opinion about your life. That has been mine. I was the baby for a long time. So everyone has an opinion about my life. But in my searching for what makes me happy today, in all places, I haven't opened the Bible in Lord knows when. That one instruction was sitting there and waiting on me. And to think, right? I've said before that you can find God, that peace, whoever it is that you believe in, whatever it is you believe in, you can find that goodness in everything. I was literally on a site meant to spew shade and negativity and controversy. And actually reading, not just scrolling, I got to Galatians 5:22, which ultimately helped me even believe that I could attain it. Helped me know that in all of this searching I have been doing, God, the universe, had been waiting for me anyways, had been preparing me for where I am now, and this new season of life and change and everything. So as always, I implore you to have faith. The question was asked to me today, how do you get through the dry spots where your faith doesn't feel like enough? And to be honest with you, I don't have that answer. So if one of y'all do, please comment, hit me up, let me know. But the only thing that I could come up with is just don't stop. I believe that, like I've said before, dreams, business ideas, those things are implanted in your brain. Otherwise, if it wasn't for you, they would go to everybody. I just believe that when things are given to you, that you're supposed to nurture them. Follow your heart, follow your intuition, follow your gut. Be a good person. Just be a good person. You'll never know. You never know what happens and what doors will open from being a good person. And like, you just never know. So, live in the spirit, right? All disclaimers, I'm not a preacher. I know I said that before. But hey, I quoted some scripture today, but I'm still not a preacher. Don't hold me to any higher standard. I'm not a theologian. I do not know the Bible like the back of my hand, but I do know that today in journaling and trying to set my intentions and trying to center myself and make sure that I'm making the right decisions for myself and my family, today the Bible is what got me over the hump. If you're one of those people like me that's just trying to figure out how to stay in the middle of the road and keep all the positivity around you, or a person like me that grew up in a church and necessarily don't like the politics of the church, don't like church, right? Church is just not a place where I feel safe consistently. It's a lot of drama, and those people that are in the church for me have always kept a lot of things going, and in my peace, they don't coexist. Don't write it off. Go find God and your higher power on your own terms. I promise you, whatever that is, man, woman, spirit, whatever it is, it's waiting for you, and it has all the answers and all the love and all the joy, peace and forbearance, kindness and goodness and faithfulness that you need. That's all I got for y'all today, man. I'm going to sit back here and enjoy the rest of this cool Friday. It is now no longer 100 degrees in Charlotte. I hope y'all have a great weekend, and I will be back next week to give you some more things. Holla at me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. I'll see y'all next week.